guys, it's the Football Den. Welcome to our first episode of Captaincy Picks with the new structure. And I don't know honestly why we're doing this one since Kane is the obvious choice, I guess. I mean, it's either Kane or Son, right, guys?
Nope. It's either Kane or
No.
Lingard. Fuck no. Fuck no. No Son.
Okay. Maybe we've got a few surprises in here.
Uh-huh.
But let's just start with the obvious one. Why don't we? I mean, Harry Kane potential for a triple cap this week, and I just don't see a reason why I shouldn't do this. Karan, can you give me a reason?
Yeah, well, to start off, I would say that their first game is against Everton, if I'm not wrong. And in the
Yes.
reverse fixture, they lost 2-0. So there were no goals scored by Spurs there. So as much as it is tempting to triple cap Kane with your current form and looking at the reverse fixture, I would advise you against going for a triple cap. But yeah, captaining him wouldn't be that bad a choice.
What other players? I mean, we would definitely look at a double game week player, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's not always a double game week player that gives you the best returns. We've seen that with FPL before, but he is definitely the safest choice to go for.
Yeah, but see, the stats we have for Kane, definitely they say that you should go for him as captain. But here's the thing, Spurs have come off a defeat from United. They're dropping down. If they wish to make top 6, they have to play more defensively and they need to stop the goals from going in. So if they take a defensive approach, we're not going to see those kind of attacking returns.
But guys, this is Harry Kane we're talking about. Are we seriously doubting the man who has been the top captaincy pick for everyone over the past few weeks? Really?
We're talking about Mo as well here, who's known to park the bus time and again, season and season over.
Yeah, well, I don't disagree with Pathare there. But then again,
a bunch of pessimists over here, man. Come on, be a little optimistic, man. They need to go for that top 4. They need to go for the top 6. They have to do something, and the only man who can make it happen is Harry Kane. So for me, I think it's a pretty clear and obvious one, because even when you say the fixtures, right? Everton and Southampton. Come on, we all agree Southampton is a very good fixture to target. But even Everton has been struggling. The previous game they drew a 0-0 against Brighton. They don't have all their players fit. They are definitely not in the best position, especially not in the position that they were when they defeated them 2-0. So I see the Everton fixture also as a good fixture to target. So I think there's a big potential for triple cap here. But another potential that you guys may not agree with.
no, let's just stick to this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Harry Kane here, the only reason I would give him the captain's armband is because Southampton is a decent fixture for him. Everton, I would say, you just look at the goals conceded per 90 for them. It's close to 1.13, which is close to 1 goal per game that they concede. And that is over the last 6 games. So I would say that they don't concede too many, and Tottenham don't score too many. So I don't know, that's not like a perfect fit for me. But Southampton game for sure, like, they concede close to 2 goals per game, and Harry Kane can give you returns in that game. But otherwise, triple captain, I'm not so sure.
See, triple captain, I agree it's a very tasty choice right now. And the main part of not triple captaining is there's going to be tons of people, so you don't want that FOMO.
Yeah.
But then the other thing is Spurs have so many good fixtures coming up, and there are likely double game weeks for other teams as well. So do you really want to spend your triple captain on some game week where you don't know how the Everton game will turn out? I'm sure Southampton, they'll have a better performance, but Everton, we're not sure.
Yep.
Okay, well, I know my choice for this week, and I hope that you motherfuckers regret not triple capping him. But nevertheless, I'm sure you guys are looking for a captain. So, yeah, I mean, a captain is a fair one. Yeah.
Moving on, we have our second captaincy pick. He's also a Tottenham player, first off. And secondly, he also will have the armband for most players, but I would advise against that. And I'll give you my reasons for that later. I'd like for Umber to make a case for him actually.
The only reason that I can think that is that you are salty about the United game, and you don't want to see Son succeed. And I get that you're bringing that negative energy towards him, but I still don't think that's going to be strong enough to stop him from giving points this week. Because Son, we know when Kane is making things happen, there is Son popping off, and when Son is doing something, Kane is popping off. So these two play very well with each other. They've already shown that throughout the season, and I feel like Son is someone who can guarantee you that point at least in one of these games. At least in one of these games. I feel like he has a very strong potential in Southampton because, bro, it's whenever Harry Kane drops deeper and when Southampton will sit back, that is going to happen. This guy is going to get fed. And once he gets fed, I see him scoring or at least assisting quite a few. So I feel like Son is as good as Kane this week because if you are chasing someone, you want a bit of differential, you don't want to go with the popular Kane choice, so you go for Son. I just don't see why you guys were not even considering a captain for Son. So just walk me through your thinking there.
See, the stats don't lie, mate. Just look at the past 6 fixtures. He scored 3 goals and 1 assist. There are players who have given better returns than those.
No, that's not a bad return.
Yeah, that's I'm saying. All I'm saying is there are players who've given better returns in that period of time. And
See,
go ahead.
if you're talking so highly of a player like Son, then definitely he has to back up with greater returns. Like you can see Kane return 6 goals, 2 assists. You know Kane is a reliable captain choice. Okay, just looking at those stats. I look at Son. No, I don't see that. And another reason is that now, okay, so since his entire United game debacle, we've seen in the past as well. So this is not saltiness, but we've seen this in the past, like for many teams where players were given such calls. Referees in the next few games have been overly critical. They have overcompensated and they have not given even fair calls to these players. So we might see, like, even if Mo goes for the same tactics he tried on us, we might see that the Spurs don't get those advantages this time around.
But do you think they really need these advantages against Everton and Southampton, mate? I don't see that, especially a depleted Everton.
Defensively, Everton is still sound, so I wouldn't say that the depletion has really caused any effects on the defense there. But the Southampton game is sure tempting, like you said. But I don't know. Son, not for me.
The Southampton game alone, guys, could be enough to give you those points returns. Forget the Everton game also.
I mean,
So,
see, you're thinking very like in terms of like a very high return for that game. I'm assuming that you're expecting like 4 or 5 goals going past them. The way you're talking about it, but I think they might just get like 2 maybe goals.
yeah, one by Kane and one by Son.
Yeah, those are the only 2 options that pop up when it comes to Tottenham scoring. But that's it about Son. Let's move on to our third choice. Not a very popular one, but if you are lagging in the table and if you have him in your team, I would say he's definitely worth a shout out.
Jellings! We get Jellings, boss! Jellings! Who would have thought that in 2021 we're sitting here talking about Jesse fucking Lingard as a captaincy choice? In FPL, dude, this guy was not even getting into the team and now he's a captaincy pick. Oh my god, massive respect to Jellings over here.
For sure.
It's amazing what he's been doing. Those 5 goals, 3 assists in this game week. It's incredible. He's been playing right up there with the striker, and definitely we're going to see some returns from him because Newcastle, they have kept I think a single clean sheet in these 6 games, and they have like on an average shipped out around 1.5 goals per game. So with Bowen and Lingard in that position, I hope to see some really good goals coming from both of them.
Yeah, and you definitely want to be backing a man in such great form, right? So I didn't get Lingard in for the longest time thinking, can he keep it up? Is he that good? But the whole point is he doesn't have to be that good, right? He just has to show up, do his thing, and get the fuck out. That's what FPL is all about. And yeah, as you said before, as a differential, I just don't see any other captaincy pick other than Son, which you guys don't agree with. But yeah, so Lingard against Newcastle, very enticing, very big potential, I would say, very big potential. So the only question here is, guys, Newcastle might want to seal their safety. So you don't know what kind of Newcastle may show up against a West Ham who has been on a great run. Let's not deny that, who has been on a great run, but I just come back to that question. Can they keep it up? There is some time that they are going to falter.
I mean,
Will it be this time?
everyone is just waiting for them to falter, but right now they look like a very strong side. And coming to the point of Newcastle fighting relegation, right now they aren't in a spot where they're exactly fighting for relegation. They are 6 points clear with a game in hand, so that will definitely play in their favor. I don't think they're as worried about relegation anymore, right now at least. But yeah, I see Jesse Lingard getting at least a goal or an assist in this one. At least one.
Yeah, and is that down to his position only, or just the fucking confidence he's been showing throughout the games? Patare, what do you think?
I mean, it's not just his position, definitely, because last game week he saw one of his goals. It was the longest run in PL that season for which he got that goal. He went from box to box and then he scored. So definitely he's on a high, and I don't think he's going down. Plus Newcastle, I think in the past even 10 games they have conceded almost each game. So even if you say they're going to fight for their position, they're going to come back, whatever, I feel they're going to like at least give 1 or 2 goals.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't see Newcastle doing a double over West Ham this season, and that's another reason why I'm backing West Ham to get the win and Lingard to bag a few.
And West Ham, so people have been saying that they're going to drop in form. They've been waiting for so long, but West Ham, I think they've looked quite a lot stable throughout the season. Like they've not had a lot of wavering performances.
That's true. That's true.
So, is there a reason we are not considering Bowen and we are considering Lingard?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I mean, okay, you.
So Bowen is a good shout out to have in your team, but then again the numbers don't lie, right? Lingard has been at it for the past few game weeks. Bowen has only been brought on as a permanent 90-minute player because Antonio has been injured. Otherwise, he was pretty much a player who was on rotation. Whereas Lingard has been proving himself game in game out, so that's one of the reasons why I would give the armband to Lingard while still consider transferring in Bowen if you don't have him.
Yeah. And also another reason is that Bowen recently got promoted to the striker position because of Antonio's injury. But Lingard has been performing from the more like an attacking midfield position, and he's proven himself. And the other thing is, you've seen his finishing. Last game week, we saw what a beautiful goal he scored, and that's not the first time he's done it this season. So he has some really great finishing as well.
Okay, so just before we wrap up, final call, captaincy choice, Karan.
Kane for captain, but not triple captain.
Patare.
Well, safe choice, Kane for captain.
Okay, so it looks like I'm the only one going to be reaping the triple cap rewards this week.
We'll see about that.
And that's about it. Yeah, that's all I want to say. Consider that triple cap. Consider hitting that like button if you liked our content, and consider hitting that subscribe as well, guys.